Hello guys, so hope everybody is doing well. So I'm back with a very interesting video, and if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to my channel, and if you like this video, please press the like button. So as till now you have seen the subtitle of this video. So yeah, I'll be discussing about the in and out system design of a Tinder. Now, I guess nowadays Tinder is a very famous app, and everybody in this world know what is Tinder and why we use Tinder. So this app is very much famous among the youngsters, and if you see the customer base, so there are billions of customers, and each day, like there are thousands and not thousands, actually billions of swipings are done, and so in this video, I will be explaining each steps, each component, because as you know, this is Tinder is totally distributed microservice. So you can know there are a fleet of microservices are interrelated, and they communicate with the help of a RESTful APIs, and each component are very vast. So for explaining it, I'll make a series of video. So in this video, I'll be explaining the functional and non-functional requirements and little bit of the high component structure, high component diagram of a Tinder. So in next videos, in the further upcoming videos, I'll go deep dive into each component and how each component are acting. So, okay, so I'll start with the functional requirements. So I'll jot down the functional requirements and I'll explain that why these functional requirements are there. So let's get started. Now, regarding the functional requirements, the first, and I think it's very important for a Tinder profile, any dating app profile, that first you have to create an account. So first you have to create account. This is the first requirement, create account. And second functional requirements that is most needed for searching for the criteria, that is you need pictures, okay, because you are creating an account, you are creating a dating app, so over there you need pictures. And there is also a limitation. There is a limitations of, say, 2 pictures mandatory and 5 pictures is maximum. So minimum 2 pictures, otherwise you can without 2 pictures you can't create that account, and at most you can give 5 pictures of you. Third, now I'll discuss the searching criteria, because based upon that you will get the recommendations and other things, other services. Okay, so what are the search criteria and what are the search criteria requirements? So now the things that we provide in the search criteria, so that the Tinder search engine or the search optimizer will recommend you the profiles that will show you the profiles in continuous manner. So first criteria is distance. So now after opening account, after providing the pictures of yours, after mentioning the account details, so now in the account details you need to provide the distance, in which distance, around which distance or which proximity you want the profiles of the other person. Okay, so based upon that, the Tinder recommendation system will show you or give you the recommendation for those profiles only which are around your proximity range that will provide. So over here you can provide any distance, like 2, 10, any sort of distance you like. The next criteria came for searching is your gender. Okay, because if you don't provide the gender, male, female, or both, or anything, any sort of gender, then it is very difficult for the search or the search engine to find. It will show everything. So there is a criteria for gender, and over there you can see the specific gender profiles. Okay, so if you want a specific gender, for suppose you want to show the profiles of the women, then you will provide female, so you will get those profiles shortlisted. Now the third one and the most important, that is age, because there is an age range and you have to provide age upon that given range. Now you can be any range you want. Okay, so based upon that it will show you the profiles. Now the important is, like, there is another concept, that is whether you want global or not. Means suppose you are staying in a specific country, suppose you are right now in India and you want to see the profiles of the foreign countries. Okay, so that time you can see the foreign profiles if you set the global on, and if you are not setting the global on, you will see the local profiles of your own country. So now another criteria is race, means religion. Like there is, suppose you want Hindu or Muslim, Christian. Okay, based upon that it will again show you those profiles. And the last search criteria is the interest and activities. So this is a very important criteria, because you can provide some specific hobbies of yourself. Okay, based upon that it will link, and the search engine will see, or there are optimizers, so optimizers will link that, hey, this profile has some same sort of attributes, same sort of activities, same sort of hobbies with the other person profile. So it will automatically, the recommendation system will pop up and will show you those profiles which have a linked and same activities or hobbies you are matching with you. So this is the main search criteria. So as the board was very clumsy, so that's why I rubbed everything. So now after we finish with the search criteria, so further there are various functional requirements. So one is swipes. Like, as you know, there are left swipe, right swipe. If you do a left swipe, then that profile will never shown to you. And if you do the right swipe, then there is a match, and you can do chat and everything with that profile person, with the person's profile. So there is left swipe and right swipe. Now, after you got a match, and after there is a right swipe from both ends, and first of all you have to take that these tools are from the both end or from the every end you are happening. So now after there is a match, and you will get a chat notification. So there is a chat notification queue that will maintain everything, and you will get a chat notification after both get matched, both profile get matched in both ends. And the last on least, and it is a very important one, that is report and block. You can know this is a crucial feature, because sometimes if you want to report a profile, if you see that that's a fake profile, or if suppose it's annoying you, you can block it. So this is one of the requirement, that you can block that person's profile, or you can report it, and after that you will not show it. And as we came to that recommendation, so under recommendation there is that once a profile is sent to you, okay, it will not you will not see that profile after 3 months. Okay, so this is a kind of thing that will important for recommendation system of Tinder. So once a profile is sent to you, further it will be not pop up or not be shown to you after 3 months. Okay, so this will this feature actually improves the user experience. And okay, so we are done with the function requirements. Let's came to the non-functional requirements. And if you see the non-functional requirements, so yeah. So non-functional requirements. So first of all is highly scalable, as it is distributed microservices. So every services need to be need to be taken care of, because if one service get scaled down, if one service is not performing well, and it will hamper, like there will be a very bad user experience, and it will like hamper the goodwill of the company. Now, highly scalable. Two is it should be highly available, because sometimes you need to be like you are in a remote area and you want some people who are near to that remote area, okay, profile of the person. So that time your recommendation system should be as fast as possible, show the real-time records, okay, will show the real-time data. Okay, so this is a highly availability. Now, third is after these things are done, one of the things is low latency rate. So there should be low latency. Okay. 4 is quick searches. Quick search. So quick search is nothing but like further we'll discuss about the geo-sharded index. So now suppose you are in a location where there are lots of profiles. Okay, now based upon each of the criteria you have provided, based upon your profile criteria or you have what you have shortlisted, it will show you in a queue in a sorting fashion. Okay, like this is a match, and first this set of people will shown to you, and then after that the less prioritized profile will shown to you. So the quick search and sorting, okay, of the profile. And the fifth most is, as you told, geo-sharded index. So you know that, as I told previously, suppose you go to, now you are in America, like, okay, so geo-tracking, geo-sharded index is very important, because suppose now you are in India, and in India, suppose you are in Delhi, so it will show the people which are nearby to your Delhi, and suppose after 2 hours you went some in the Noida region, so it is far from Delhi, so it will suddenly show you the peoples who are around you. So people around the Noida people's profile. Okay, so it's a good geo tracking should be needed. Okay, so those and after that the geo hasher will track, it will hash with the help of the matching queue, it will show you the profiles that match in that particular area. Okay, so these are basically the non-functional requirements, and now we'll just discuss the architecture, not a too much deep dive. I'll go a little bit of the component diagram. This is the high level component design of Tinder, and you can see, so over here you can just through this architecture, so through this diagram you're able to know that what is a real-time interaction between the user and also between all the services that are totally interacting. Okay, so as you can see, this is a distributed microservice, and the total Tinder application is hosted in AWS cloud. As you can see that in AWS cloud, it is totally hosted. Apart from that, let's get started with basic steps that with initially a user to the application, how it interacts and what actually happening. Okay, so now at first as a user, you interact with the Tinder gateway API. Okay, after you interact with the API, it's now you can like choose any action, any services, like whether it is a swipe service, whether it is a recommendation service, whether it is a profile creation service. Okay, so let's get started with the profile creation service. So suppose as a user you interact with the profile creation service with the help of a Tinder API gateway. Now in profile creation service, after you create your profile, your user information, your own profile information will store in a user profile info. And as you can see, it's using a S3 bucket because the whole application is hosted in AWS cloud, and so it's also utilizing few of its services, AWS services, right? Now as you can see over here, after your information is stored, now from this services also the information gets to the hasher geo hash indexer. So it is nothing but, suppose as I told in the user function requirement thing, that when your information, suppose you are in a place, okay, now suppose in for that particular place you want to find the matches, so you want to find some other profile which are near to you. Okay, based upon that, the Tinder recommendation service actually acts regarding to that with the help of this geo hasher and geo sharded index, because now you can see that in geo sharded index your profile are getting mapped with all the other profiles nearby to your location, right? Now you can see, now suppose we came to the recommendation service. Now in recommendation service, suppose you want to do you will sometime when you choose the recommendation service, Tinder recommendation searches also pop up, also give you the recommendation of few of the shortlist profiles. So how it can do? So this is nothing but they uses the information with the geohasher indexer. It mapped the information, it mapped the details, it mapped the everything with your profiles nearby you, where you are, suppose you are in a particular locations. Based upon those, the recommendation system gives you the shortlist profile, and after that it interacts with the match services. Suppose you see that from your recommendation services, suppose the recommendation service give you some 12 profiles, okay, and suppose you get match in with any of the profile, then it goes to the match services, and through this API interact with the matches storage. Now the match thing, when you get match, your profile, your match thing goes to the match storage. Okay, after that, from there, from this match storage, it should direct to the match worker function. Okay, so what the match worker function is nothing but a lambda function. Is using the lambda function with the lambda clusters, like the match worker clusters act like, suppose you both of the user got match. Okay, now it notifies both the user through alerts, through messaging queue. Like suppose you got both match, okay, both profile got match, and now the notification goes in both end. Okay, so then after that it activates the chat. Okay, so this way everything goes. So I don't want to go to the deep down. In the next and the first upcoming videos, I'll explain each thing, how the chat queue works, how messaging alert goes, okay, how it's using those things. So I'll be explaining this thing in a very well-mannered fashion in my upcoming videos, because it will be a series of videos. Now the user want to go to the swipe service, because most of the time, 90% of the time, people do swipes, because this is because, as you can see, that there are billions of swipes actually happen each day. Okay, now after choosing the swipe service, you can see each swipe passes through a swipe streams. Okay, the streams and after that it's again go to the matcher worker. Okay, through this thing, suppose you get again got a match, again got a like, so this got to go to the like cache. From like caches also go to the message notification queue. From the worker node, it goes to the message notification queue. So it's same, as you can see that suppose you got a match, okay, you got a like. Suppose there are two options that there are two possible outcomes that happen from a swipe. That suppose as a user you swipe a profile, okay, now this swipe go to the likes queue. Okay, that person doesn't know that you liked him or her. Now that time that goes to the cache. Okay, now suppose there was a match. Okay, there was a match from both ends. So from that like you that get the thing that, yeah, sometimes you can see that suppose your profile, there is a condition, suppose you match someone, okay, or you are get matched by some other people match your profile. So when you are swiping, suddenly you will get in a real time scenario, suddenly you will get their profile. Okay, so how this is happening? Because the matcher node, this match worker node clusters are working with the match service, and also with the like cache, because like cache, with like cache the real-time reports are directly real-time data are totally transferring them. Okay, so this way everything works. How? So you can see that each component has performing some different tasks, okay, together. Okay, this is the beauty of this distributed system. Okay, they work each other very nicely. And also, like for monitoring, there are other sources to monitor each devices, because if suppose any part of the component get lags, and it will be a very bad for the company, because it will hamper the user experience, and that's why the goodwill of the company will come down. So these things were also be taken up by the very monitoring devices, monitoring sources, okay, tools. So yeah, so this is something that basic idea that I want to explain through this video, because in the upcoming videos, as I told, I'll be explaining very deep down into each component, how each services are interacting, how from starting from your Tinder API gateway to every component. Okay, so hope I able to explain something, okay, because in a layman's terms, I guess I able to convey things. So hope you like this video. If you are like this video, please like the like button, and also if you are new to this channel, please subscribe to my channel, and also press the notification button, because whenever I'll upload any new video, will be the one to get first notified. Okay, so hope stay safe, stay healthy, bye.